Has he got working? Excellent, thank you. That's mine, yep. And they can go back to the van. Okay. Right,
And we welcome you into Walker Park on this Saturday morning for our Division 2 Under 19.5's Grand Final decider between Mulgrave and Surrey Park. The ground out here looks absolutely amazing here at Walker Park, as we've had the umpires run out just before. We're having Surrey Park jog out now. As I'm sure you can hear they're using the microphone.
Maybe it's louder for us than it is for them, Chris.
So we'll try and get our pre-game comments in before or in between the music blasting throughout Walker Park. You know, Chris
Mulgrave's about to come out
in the caller's chair.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should all the acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue.
There we go, we should be uninterrupted for now. Anyway, like I was saying, Chris Cordes in the caller's chair, joined here by Jared Beamlin. Jared, welcome in.
Thank you very much, Chris. It's going to be a massive day of grand final action, back-to-back-to-back grand finals. We're starting off at Walker Park with the Surrey versus Mulgrave under-19s game, as you mentioned. I'm really looking forward to this one. Two excellent teams throughout the year. They go head-to-head now to see who wins that coveted Premiership Cup.
That's exactly right. And this is one of three out here today. Of course, we have the under-19.5s coming up shortly. And then we'll have the reserves grand final later on. And at 2:20, we'll have the seniors grand final, which is the big ticket, the main event, I guess, if you will, at 2:20 p.m. Pre-game coverage will start for that at around 1:15 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook streams, and of course Radio Eastland 98.1 FM. But for now, as the teams are warming up, we'll take you through a bit of a form guide for all the listeners out there. Mulgrave come into this one after a second place finish throughout the regular season, finishing 12-4. They did go undefeated in the 2024 season last year in Division 2, but lost in the preliminary final to the Waverley Blues. So they'll look to right the previous season's wrongs here today. They're coming into some good form. They've had 5 on the trot. Of course, the bye in round 18 just before the finals. And on the other side of things, it's Surrey Park looking to make it 3 straight in the under 19.5s. I believe looking to make it 4 out of 5 as they finished minor premiers with 56 points. That's a 14-2 record, and they've been looking really well versed in the way they want to play their footy, but they are without Thomas Wilson today. Of course, it's their most best on votes poller with 11 times in 14 games. He's not on the team sheet today, but like we said, their last grand final win last year was actually in Division 1 against Park Orchards. They were so good, Jared, that they got bumped up a division last season.
Yeah, excellent stuff there by Surrey Park. I mean, look at that percentage. 408. You rarely finish a season with, above 200. So to get 408 is quite the fantastic record. Surrey Park, look, if we're doing tips, they'd have to be my tip for today. We know that Surrey Park have an excellent under-19s set up. They've got an excellent juniors program. Mulgrave, I mean, let's not count them out, of course, but the way that Surrey Park have been playing their footy at the the younger age groups, I should say, has been excellent.
That's exactly right. And really, their junior setups even. I'm sure under 19 still counts as juniors, but no, their setup is second to none, as well as their reserves. So they've had 2 losses this season, both by a single point. So very not much at all to split them in their losses. But we'll look at the past results between these two sides. In round 4, they both faced off at Mulgrave. That was Mulgrave 6-5-41, falling short to Surrey Park 8-13-61 in a game where the Panthers led at all breaks. Tom Hunt kicked 5 that day. And Isaac McKnight of the Panthers was best on in round 13. Surrey Park 17-7-109 defeated Mulgrave 6-4-40. Surrey Park won the fourth quarter, I should say, 44-1. So came home very hot. It was Tommy Oliver DeRoshi, 4 goals, best on votes in that one. But then in the semi-final, the second semi-final, the one with a double chance, it was Mulgrave getting the best of Surrey Park, 4-9-33 to 5-10-40. As the Panthers went goalless in the second and third term, and Mulgrave stormed home to win that fourth quarter 23-2. So while we're just getting set and taking our team photos, the other game for Surrey Park in the postseason was against Wantirna South. That was in the preliminary final last week. There was Surrey Park 17-8-110 to Wantirna South 5-8-38. Enough said about that one. I think a terrific win. And of course Mulgrave, with that second semi-final win, booked their place. But the week before that, they were facing off against the Waverley Blues, and they took out the win 100-60 to book their spot here today. So we're just about getting ready to get our pre-match ceremonies underway here at Walker Park as they're setting up.
I think it goes to show from those results, though, it really is the 2 best teams of the year. You only have to look at those results to sort of come to that conclusion.
No, that's exactly right. And as good as it is to have an underdog story and to have, you know, someone that you can all get behind, grand final day, it is the biggest day. You do want your first, second, don't you? You want the 2 best teams going at it.
Absolutely. That is the, I mean, sometimes feels unjustified if one of those teams doesn't make it.
On behalf of the Eastern Football Netball League, welcome to Walker Park for today's Eastland Division 2 under 19.5's grand final between Mulgrave and Surrey Park. Congratulations and best of luck to both competing sides in today's decider. The officiating umpires for today's match are infield Ollie Taylor, Lockie Quinn and Tynan Forster. On boundary, William Hammond and Amy Pooley. And in goal, Marino Bovo and Brodie Appleton. I will now ask all to be upstanding with the players and umpires for the Australian National Anthem.
Stuff, and of course on the video you would have seen some excellent vision of the 2 teams linking arms in solidarity with one another, with their teammates before this massive clash. Huge stuff for the under-19s lads out there today. Would be some nervy moments perhaps, Chris, but I'm sure when the final siren when the opening siren goes, they will forget the nerves and just remember everything they know, play some footy.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's what we can hope for, you know. Obviously, we don't know teams as well. You get some younger blokes and nerves do set in a bit, but we sure hope that they can wear off quickly, because it's what you prepare for, it's what you do pre-season for, it's what you do your running for, counting down the kilometres, it's what you do your skills for, your games for, whatever it might be, playing with a sore leg or a sore quad or a sore back, whatever it might be, this is what you do it for. You do it for grand final day. And we have to say, despite it being quite overcast overhead, it is terrific conditions out here at Walker Park. It's, you know, not too warm, not too cold, bit of Goldilocks about that, but no, the ground looks absolutely amazing. The MCG of the East, I believe it's dubbed, and you can see why. Green grass across. And we are in for a great day of footy. So your tip was Surrey Park?
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
I tipped Surrey Park as well, so we might go one further. Do you have a margin for us?
I don't think it's going to be that much of a blowout, to be honest. It'll be 2 goals or so, something along those lines. 2 to 3 goals for Surrey Park.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Definitely fair enough. I'll probably go around the same. I'm going to say 13 points, I reckon, because, you know, as much as you see throughout a regular season and the first bouts of finals, the grand final, it's always a bit cagier. It's always a bit, you know, a bit of a tighter game, but we're just about ready to get underway. And calling us off in this Division 2 under 19.5's grand final will be Joe Beelan.
Hilton will go up in the ruck for Surrey Park. He doesn't win the tap. It was the Mulgrave ruckman who did. Surrey Park, however, sharked the clearance. High up and under ball. Falls to ground. Hilton tries to go the swipe again. Scooping it up now. That was Oliver Doroshi, but intercept marked by Mulgrave in their defensive lines. Wool will be the target. Comes over the top. He sat it right on top of the head of the number 27 for Surrey Park. That's not on our team sheet, Chris. As the ball makes it onto the wing. And the Mulgrave man, Addison, had to try and take it on the hard volley, but was tackled. Ball up. Up they go again. Mulgrave ruckman winning the tap. That would be Babil. Sorry, Taborski, but into the forward line for Mulgrave. Desperate defence early on by Surrey Park. Tried to tap it into the pocket. Mulgrave sharing it through hands, trying to break away. That was Wyver. Had it stolen from him. Managed to get it to a teammate. And Bartlett with a flying shot for the first blemish of the day. It's Mulgrave just the one behind, and we're a minute in to this under-19s grand final, Chris.
Yeah, well, there always is one jumper change out of a days in there. So if you're watching on our YouTube, thank you for joining us. If you do recognise that player in the number 27 for Surrey Park, please do put in the comment who that is. We'd like to give everyone out here credit for what they do, but of course we can only go off what's on Play HQ. But for now, it's Surrey Park using the wing to progress the footy. It's with Nankaro. And Curry now just assesses his options. He's going to slow play down and give his teammates time to get forward with the footy. Now it's a shallow entry flying over the top was Wall. He did well to affect the context, and intercept mark taken now just on the edge of 50 by Rory Sinclair. And we can see Walker Park, obviously, it is a bit of a shorter ground lengthwise. Just one kick can pretty much take you from the defensive 50 or 45 to the forward 45ers. The Panthers with the chance to just set up play. They'll look long out of defensive 45. It's through the middle. Target was Hilton. He got one hand to it. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. And now wrapped up in the tackle is Mike Maracas. And we'll have a ball up on true centre wing. As the Rucks will go up once more. It's Mulgrave that will win that contest. They get the footy forward. Dribbling, kick. Wrapped up in the tackle straight away was Zach Blacker. So we'll have another ball up.
Early play, other than that first entry for Mulgrave, has been mostly between the arcs.
That's exactly right. As the Rucks got it once more, winning the hit out was Tarboski. The umpire will call for another ball up. So a cagey affair here is still locked at Mulgrave with a narrow lead.
Hilton and Taborski go at it again. Sorry, Park to take this one away. That was Oliver Doroshi. Bouncing ball onto the outer side wing. Nankaro scoops it up, has some space to weigh the kick back into the corridor. Cut off though by Taborski. He's wrapped up. Was able to get it to a teammate before being tackled to ground though, and they go forward to the Lions to centre half forward. Bounced out of the hands of Ware Drakeford. But laying the tackle in the end was Bartlett, Oscar Bartlett. He gets the holding of the ball free kick. 40, the man on the mark is 45 out. Bartlett sets it up to the pocket. The man in the long sleeves there couldn't quite take it for Mulgrave. At ground level, that was well done by Bauer. Manages to get it off to Ware Drakeford. And his flying shot at goal ends up with just the one behind once again. So Mulgrave, they've had the first couple of forays forward. They've not been able to capitalise with a goal on either occasion. And Surrey Park will take it away from here.
It was good work in there from Sam Bauer just to get rid of his opponent and get it to Ware Drakeford, which would normally see him kick those from about that distance, 20, 25 metres out. I don't know what the occasion is, but misfired on that regard. So Rory Sinclair just pumps it out of the goal square. He gets it to centre wing. Contest to be made, but plenty of bodies dropping around the footy. I'm sure the umpire will call for this one soon, and they do. So a 55 out. Now the sun's coming out. It's heating up quite a bit, which is nice to see. As footy's up, Ruxell go at it. Winning it was Tarboski. Now they just sent it forward. It's off the boot. Maybe the belly of the ball. Kick went high. They're looking to bring it forward still, though, the Lions. And holding the ball, free kick paid. So Surrey Park with a chance to repels. As I would just stutter, look to the left. Not 15 paid from the kick from Mulholland. Now they go to centre wing. Plenty of bodies flying around it. Ten Harker was around it. He couldn't quite take it cleanly. They're just going to punch the ball forward now with the Panthers. They have a bit of room to run if they can get past one, and they do. Drop the footy while bearing down. Did well to affect the contest. Now bursting through is Zach Dunn. Dunn tackled. He dropped the footy. And there's a free kick being paid, and it's going the way of Mulgrave. The defence stood up well, didn't it, Joe?
It did, and a very good way to thwart Surrey's first attempt at an inside 50.
So Mulgrave will look to use the corridor now. Going over the top there was the man in Oscar Bartlett. He couldn't quite take it, though, but he turns tackler on Dunn and gets the holding the ball free kick. So Bartlett now looks inside forward 45. It's a good entry, plenty around it. Two hands, so couldn't take it was Tarboski. Looking to bring it out even more, though, and they can't do so just yet. Good tackle pressure in there. It was Mulholland on that occasion. So the Rucks will go at it. Quick restart. They cancel each other out more or less here. And the ball go out for a boundary throw-in. So we're just about 6 minutes gone. It's still awaiting our first major. It's Mulgrave by 2 points.
So going into the ruck this time for the Lions. Cam Forlick. He ends up tackling. Wall is there. He gets tackled to ground. Thought he was legged. So did the umpire, perhaps. No, the umpire will take the ball for this one. And back up we go. In goes Forlick for the ruck duties for Mulgrave once again, trying to feed it out Surrey Park. They're held up. Good pressure by Mulgrave. Bauer managed to get the looping handball. Clever little tap behind Andrews. Well done. Picked up by Wall. Ran out of room, though, over the boundary line, right in front of the Lions dugout. We've gone 6.5 minutes in this first quarter in the under-19s match. Grand final stuff. Up we go. Snap around the body by Bartlett. Comes to the top of the goal square. Ball in dispute. Surrey Park will be first to it. Harding receives the handball. Trying to release a teammate to get it out of the defensive lines, and done. Kick around the corner. Onto the wing. Brilliant intercept. Mark taken by Van Soylen. No. Giving away the free kick. Surrey Park will march forward from this. Hunt. His kick, nearly intercepted once again, but Mulgrave really good to get numbers back. And now they can slingshot and punish the Panthers through the corridor. Josh Woods sends it to centre half forward. Mark's been taken by Ware Drakeford. Is he too far out to score? I would say so. A low chiseling ball, lowered his eyes, did well. Off hands though. Fewings comes in for the Lions. And now the ball is in dispute. The Lions aren't going to be able to find clean air from that, and it goes over the boundary line. Back into play it will come. Mulgrave getting all the inside 50s early. Brilliant defensive work down the line by Mulgrave, but Surrey Park steal a march on them this time. Get the clearance out into the wing. It is. Oh no, ball just stolen from them by Mulgrave. Brilliant contest work. They'll kick it to the top of the goal square. No mark taken by Andrews. And Lockie Harding, good tackle for the Panthers man. Just to hold Mulgrave up. They're under siege at the moment, the Surrey Park defence. Mulholland, in fact, tried to take it away. His possession was intercepted, and the goal was kicked by Josh Woods for Mulgrave. They get the first on the board in this grand final. They move to 1-2-8. The Surrey Park get to score. 8.5 minutes gone in this first quarter.
Tried to take it away. His possession was intercepted, and the goal was kicked by Josh Woods for Mulgrave.
They get the first on the board in this grand.
The footy in, and we said that, you know, they've deserved the first goal through their other chances, haven't quite been able to take it. It's a good snap there from Josh Woods, and it really all comes off the back of their pressure inside the forward 45. So The Lions out to an early lead, 1-2-8. Play Surrey Park yet to score as the Rucks will go at it. This time in there is Carter Dean. He wins the hit out. They're looking to repel the other Panthers with footy in hand. Is Isaac McKnight. McKnight was tackled. They'll look to bring it out through Nankaro. Nankaro pursued by two opponents. He's got a lot of work to do. Muscled off it. Now in there is one of those in Woodcock. And Woodcock wrapped up in a tackle. So he did well to lock the footy in and not allow Surrey Park to get further as the Rucks will cancel each other out on this occasion. Woodcock hit from the front there, but didn't have the footy, so it's play on. Snap just around the corner, looking to get a fall by any means necessary. The Lions were about 50 out from their uprights, and the footy will just evade Schellerbeck there and go out for a ball up. So they'll have the ball up, 50 out from the Lions uprights. They're looking to extend their lead here as Dean's in the ruck. They cancel each other out. Now he picks it up, gets it to Millard. Millard's kick was possibly smothered. Around it now is number 31 and Fewings. Fewings gets it forward. There's plenty of bodies around there, plenty of red and blue jumpers for the Lions as they're looking to get a kick inside. They get it. Oh, now the kick from Fewings came off the outside of the boot, and it will dribble out to be brought back in by Surrey Park as per the last touch rule. It was nifty work in there from the Lions, but Fewings just couldn't get the moment right as they'll look to bring it out now. Jill left it a bit short. Schellerbeck was applying the pressure. Will turn tackler again. It's insatiable pressure there from Schellerbeck. And although it doesn't seem like a massive reward, he earns his team are behind. So 1-3-9, play Surrey Park yet to score.
Oops, and I'm hearing it.
Brilliant forward line pressure by the Lions. Surrey Park, they look a little shell-shocked at the moment, but keeping their cool. The contest on the wing, it came to ground and scooping it up. First to it was Kenny, Mitch Kenny for the Lions. Now comes out to Woodcock. He was tackled out of it. Trying to paddle in front of himself was Newdick. Didn't quite do so. Brilliant tackle on Mulholland. It turns it over for the Lions. They'll go forward through Woodcock again. His kick wasn't intended for Schellerbeck, but he touched it anyway. And the tackle's been laid. Umpire will come in, and it's going to be the free kick to Mulgrave. They'll get another shot at goal. And it's Fewings again. Tom Fewings for the Lions. This to really put some early pain on Surrey Park.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we'll be hoping to right his wrongs from his last shot at goal, but this one obviously in a much more controlled setting. So we'll see what he can do.
3 goals from his 11 games. Best on 8, or in the best 8 times was Fewings. It's not going to come back, but
that's a mark.
Brilliant mark just before it went over the goal line. And Mulgrave will get an even closer shot at goal. So Max Taborski, the big ruckman, he's going to kick it from the pocket. It's a bit of a harsh angle for him to navigate, but you'd reckon he's got it in him. A little bit of hesitation. He's going to come around, find the left boot, and put the second through for Mulgrave. They'll move to 2-3-15. Surrey Park yet to score.
Well, Joe, I want to throw it out there that Taborski's a right footer because it didn't look all too natural, that snap on the left, but hey, he did brilliantly, got great purchase on it, opened up the angle well enough.
Yep, absolutely.
It's really, although it's a close shot at goal, then a lot of people look at it and just say you can just play on and snap through. It's a very difficult shot, even on your preferred foot. So to do it on the weaker one is great work there from Max Taborski. And like you said, Joe, at Surrey Park, a bit shell-shocked early on. Just haven't quite come to the party yet. Their forwards must be getting cold down there. As number 27, we still don't have on our team sheet, gets it forward, it gets it into the hands of a teammate. Really onto the right boot, snapping, it's high, it's a goal. But it is only a behind. But encouraging signs from Surrey Park, so they can finally get a bit of territory and win it out the middle. It was Oliver Doroshi on that occasion. And there's a free kick, I think, going to that man in Oliver Doroshi. So,
oh wow,
just some afters off the ball.
That's not good form by Mulgrave.
And 25 as well. So you can't be doing that if you've just got it out to an early lead.
And the goal was kicked, Chris, at I don't think it was 25. I think it was downfield. I think it was kicked like right from the goal square. And it looks like it was Oscar Knight who kicked that goal.
Oh, right. Very so good spotting, Jared. At least you were the man on the case. But I tell you what, they've played 13 minutes and 30 seconds of terrific footy, Mulgrave. And to do that is just completely unnecessary, especially on the biggest day of them all.
You don't want to throw it away like that. I have to say, that clearance was such a burn for Surrey Park. It's probably one of the first clearances they've won today. And the contest work from Mulgrave just slipped away for a second there, but they're not going to let up this time on Mulgrave, just forcing the territory at the moment. Numbers of the ball are with the Panthers, however, keeping it low. So no mark taken. That's 27 again. And the man who ended up with it was Wyver. And he looks a little bit hurt there, Wyver. His teammates coming in to remonstrate, but the ball will be thrown back up. Good little jab by Taborski. Wrapped up in the end was Zach Blacker. We are playing on the near side there. Another jab by Taborski. Interesting sort of technique, but it forced it towards the boundary line. We'll saw it over. So Mulgrave have had the ascendancy in the clearances and the contest. But Surrey Park, they are fleet of foot. Oh, in the back, I thought, by Millard, but umpire didn't see it that way, probably in a better position than I. Few repeat stoppages here on this near side. Taborski, he just juggled it to himself and threw it on the boat. Bounced over the boundary line. Last touch will come into effect, and the Surrey Park defence will look to rebound. Down the line, or switch, or corridor. What option will he take? Down the line it will be. Where's the tall timber for the Panthers? It just falls straight to ground out the back of the contest. Wall was first to it. Sends it to the corridor. It's a one-on-one contest. They probably want to win this, Mulgrave. They didn't. Handball to centre half forward. Scooped up by McKnight. Another handball forward. Mulgrave defence got back pretty well, but Surrey still have numbers of the ball. Laying hands on at the Lions and getting the outlet kick just. They're still under pressure. However, brilliant tackle by Darcy Mulholland. And that'll be holding the ball. So is this a shot at goal for Darcy Mulholland? No, he sees a man who was just in a bit of space there, a little bit closer in and a little bit more of a forgiving angle. Lewis McNeil. It's
a great heads-up play there. Just a lot of players will just go back and think, you know what, I'll get about as close to the goal as I can. Maybe it drifts through, maybe it falls to a teammate, but just to keep the blinkers on and find a teammate in a better position there is a great play.
Absolutely. And for McNeil as well to be switched on enough to get into that space, see where the space is, and understand that his teammate would probably not make the distance. So this will really close the gap for Surrey Park. This for their second goal. It was a long bomb of a kick. McNeil. Surrey Park are right back into this.
Well, as good as Mulgrave have been that first goal, Surrey Park didn't even keep the door open. Mulgrave just left it open for them. So they're back within 2 points now, and Surrey Park, it's very good to get going again. It took them a bit longer than we would have thought. Maybe they thought, the grand final was starting at 10, not 9:45, but they're here now, and they're here to make a contest of it. 2-3-15 plays 2-1-13. It's still Mulgrave with the lead. That lead has narrowed from 2 goals to 2 points as the Lions looking to bring it out of the ruck. They've been good in centre clearance so far. Surrey Park looking to repel, however. Footy's in the hands of Bauer. Just got a handball forward by any means necessary. Now that Surrey Park will get it out through Ten Harkle. That's Ivo Ten Harkle. But his kick is intercepted. So the Lions can go inside forward 45 now and directing traffic. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Shallow entry, standing underneath it was Mulholland. He got 2 hands, so it couldn't quite clunk the mark. But now it's brought out through McKnight. McKnight's kick went to an opponent, but footy still in pursuit. Zach Dunn's going to apply the pressure. Going through it now with the Lions again. Gee, no one really wants to take clean possession of the footy, and it's a high free kick finally going to Zach Dunn. So it was just hectic football in there. It was frantic. But now the Panthers can stop and find an option, and they get it to an option. 2 hands, so we couldn't quite take the mark there from Mans. They've now got inside forward 45. They had a target in there, couldn't quite take it on the first occasion. Terrific goal-saving tackle there from the Lions defence, brought out by Kirchner. Walled the target. He can get to it and maybe step inside, but he had to step through 2. They're asking a lot of him, and he got wrapped up. Zach Dunn lets him know about it as well. So free kick going to Oliver DeRorshi. And he's a very methodical back pedal here, but he'll play on onto the right boot, just send it inside forward 45. There's a puck under it at the front. It was a Surrey Park play. Got two hands. It was spoiled by his own man. Bit of friendly fire in there, unfortunately.
Yeah, just didn't read each other's intentions there, the two Surrey forwards.
The footy is locked in, which is good news for the black and the white. As Woll against Dunn in this foot race, coming over to assist and laying a big bump on Dunn. There was Frolich. And it's out over the boundary line. So we'll have a ball up.
That's good for the moment.
As the Rucks will go at it once more, just grabbing it out. This time was Tarboski.
Sorry, you operated that.
Appeals a ball from the Surrey Park dugout, but they'll fall on deaf ears as you have about 30 seconds left to play, if that.
Yeah, all right, thanks.
Rucks will go at it once more. Footy will hit the deck this time. Looking to burst. It was done. Woll tackled him. Neither player had the ball. And we'll have another ball up. So clock keeps ticking. We need about a 60-metre torp from a ruckman here to get it out, and that's just a ball. It's not quite a 60-metre torp, but it's maybe the next best thing.
Into the car park.
Just by any means. Do you know what? If the clock keeps ticking and it's late game, why not take a bit of time off it?
Absolutely. He probably looked at the scoreboard and thought, you know what, I can take this rock contest with my foot.
That's something you don't see every day there for Tarboski. So I believe Surrey Park would try that like with a set shot.
Oh, yeah, why not?
What do you go here, Joe? Do you got a torp? I don't see how else he's going to make it out. 75 metres.
Yeah, the arc's at 45, so I'd put this at about 65 perhaps.
Okay,
Just give him a little bit more of a chance.
Oliver DeRorshi, he's going to go with a torp. Gee, he caught it well, to be fair. A bit closer in and something might have happened, but
yeah,
that's our first quarter of action. Wrapped up in quite an entertaining opening term of this Division 2 under 19.5's grand final. The scoreboard reads Mulgrave 2-3-15, leading Surrey Park 2-1-13. It was the Lions out to a fast start, but now only with a narrow 2-point margin. Before we go to a break, we'll give you the goal kickers so far today. From Mulgrave, singles to Joshua Woods and Max Tarboski. On the other side of things for the Surrey Park Panthers, looking to make it 3 straight. Singles to Oscar Knight and Lewis McNeil. We're going to go for a short break, and when we return, we'll have the second quarter of action here in the Division 2 under 19.5's decider. Okay, well, we're just about ready to get going and back underway in this Division 2 under 19.5s grand final between Mulgrave and Surrey Park. It's 1v2, or the scoreboard has it 2v1, but it's Mulgrave 2-3-15, leading Surrey Park 2-1-13 at the moment. It was the Lions that got out to a fast start, but a couple mental errors just left the door open for Surrey Park, and they've done well to get back into this one. As it's been an entertaining watch so far, Jared.
It has been indeed. The contest work by Mulgrave was really good early in that quarter. Surrey Park just weren't able to find the outside run because there was always a Mulgrave player just sort of hanging about, creating the outnumber. But Surrey Park were able to force it forward on a couple of occasions and get some handy goals. One from a shallow entry, it has to be said. So I think if they're going to keep scoring, they perhaps need to get it a little bit deeper for that consistency to start to come. But it's looking up for Surrey Park in this one, but I'm sure Mulgrave, they'll have something to say about that.
That's exactly right. As we're just getting the last patrons off the field, and of course it will be Surrey Park to the left of your screen now. Is interesting to see who can close out this first half with the advantage. It was almost a quarter of two halves there in the opening term as we saw momentum swing, but the ball's up, and to get us back underway again will be Jared Beanland.
Toboski and Hilton back into the ruck. It will be a clearance for Toboski, nearly swung about, but Surrey Park able to thwart that briefly as it's held up there. Here we go again. Hilton trying to aggressively get first position, was able to get a little touch to it, but out the back was Beck. Sorry, that's Kenny, in fact, for Mulgrave, set upon by some Panthers. Up we go again. Hilton clearly won the tap out that time to the outside of the contest. Oh, great pressure by Surrey Park, turns it over McKnight. Scrubby ball inside forward 50, not picked up there by Kenny for Mulgrave. The contest continues and we'll have another ball up. Territory gained for Surrey Park early in this quarter. Toboski just disposed of his opponent and got it forward, but it'll come right back, this time through Blacker. Ball ricocheted out in front of the contest, and the boundary line will win out. So quite a bit of pressure to open this second quarter. No real clean disposal, no clear air for those with the ball. Swing and a miss from Bauer for Mulgrave. It'll go over the boundary line again. Beautiful day out here, of course. Don't forget the reserves grade and the senior men's grand final coming up for, after this. Big day of footy, as we'll, I think, get another stoppage out there just near the arc of Surrey Park's forward line. So here we go again. Tap came from Surrey Park. Jab by Toboski again. Spills out onto the wing. Putting on a bit of pace, but stumbling at the last moment. That was Woods. They've just forced it right into the forward line of Mulgrave with no real possession, just pure grunt. But Surrey Park, they have something to say about this. Very scrappy stuff out there. I don't think I've seen a clear disposal. I don't think I've seen a clear disposal in the past minute or so, and the ball's just gone from one end to the other. It's remarkable. But over the boundary line it went. The toss-up comes from the umpire once more. Toboski got the tap down. Whistle gone. The umpire will break this one up, and Surrey Park will get the free kick. There was a man free in the corridor. That was Zach Dunn. He was ignored. Sending it down the line now. Surrey Park, good tap there by Kirkner. Got the handball away, onto the wing. Surrey Park maintain that pressure, however, and we'll have another ball up, Chris.
So still no score after 3 minutes in the second term, as the rucks will go at it once more. They cancel each other out on this occasion. Footy field to Isaac McKnight. Now Surrey Park will get it forward. It's a good entry. The target there was number 23, Tom Hunt. Still no clear footy to be won yet, but now the Panthers can pick it up through Dunn. Dunn just got on the boot, was hit as he kicked it. A chance from the rule around. Now Oliver DeRoy, she got a goal, but pulled it wide. So finally have a score, but just of the minor variety. So Lead cut down to a single point here. As it will be the Lions to bring us back into play. They're calling for it down this wing just in front of us, this near side wing. Call it the grandstand wing, I guess. There's plenty of flyers. Tarboski was one of them. Didn't get to the footy though. Umpire calls for the ball up. As the Rucks will get ready to go again, and they will. Hilton against Tarboski. Hilton wins this one. Now Woods is around the footy, gets it forward. A chance for a teammate to do something, and now they've got the footy to Andrews. Andrews drilling kick off hands of the Surrey Park defender. Now with McNeil, the goal scorer, duns around it, decides to shepherd. Applying pressure there was Sam Bauer for Mulgrave. And gee, just as it looked they were about to burst through the corridor, the kick just didn't replicate what it needed to be. So grabbing it out of the ruck was Bauer. Now Surrey Park's defence with a bit to do. Was around, he punched off the ground. Fewings was around it, now punched again from Bauer. No one really wants to take possession of it. Fewings again, kicked it off someone's pill. And now we're going forward again for the Panthers. Spinning out of it though was Andrews. Gets it onto the right boot. Snaps goal. There's an open goal square. It might go all the way and it will. How about that? The Panthers appeal for touched. But the umpire's not hearing any of it. It's Noah Andrews. Goes at about a goal a game with 8 goals in 8 games. Well, he does go at a goal a game, really. And now he makes it 9 goals in 9. So got to try your luck with short 45 arcs. And why not?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much pressure in this second quarter. Rarely a clean disposal. And, I mean, it's the opportunistic stuff there that will win the day at the end of the day.
And if it's scrappy footy like that, it means territory's all that more important.
Oh, absolutely. Tarboski goes for that territory with that punch. And another swinging punch by the Surrey Park centre-half back. Now Caro crunched. More pressure applied. The umpire said that was all fair. And we'll have a ball up on the wing. And there's a bit of feeling suddenly starting to arise. Simmering tension. Nankaro not happy at all, but back to the ball, and Woods nearly took it out of the ruck. Looks like, Nankaro. And there's the retaliation. Free kick given the way of Mulgrave. Cato will take it. Centre half forward kick. Good defensive work by Ten Harkle. Surrey Park will try and sweep this away. This is McNeil. Kept it low. Oh, brilliant mark. Nearly hit the ground there. Well done, Bell. Surrey Park will go forward once more. Just standing in the way, the Mulgrave defence spilt to ground, scooped up by Bibil, and Nankaro nearly snaffled it in the goal square. Sharing it round, last line of defence, the Lions. They'll take it away. It's a 3-on-1 contest, however. Tasker's set, nearly took the mark, did Bauer. He's done really well at trying to even the contest, fighting for it, scrapping for it. Brilliant hand-to-hand combat. The umpire let it go for a bit. Wonderful contest, and well done, Bauer.
Gee, they're asking a lot of him in a 3v1 against him, and he nearly clocked the mark.
Incredible stuff. So tap down the sweeper for Surrey Park was done. High ball, Hunt was there. Punched away from him over the boundary line. He looks frustrated. It's Tom Hunt. If you've kicked this many goals in a game, you might start to feel entitled to get some clear air, but Mulgrave have locked him up pretty well.
He's played 7 games so far this season. He's second in the league for goal kicking.
Incredible.
38 in 7, I believe.
Incredible stuff. He took the ruck contest there as well, trying to force it over the boundary line was Mulgrave. They succeeded. So Mulgrave, it's 3-3-21 to Surrey Park 2-2-14. We've got 7.5 minutes in this second quarter. Locked up still. Ball spills free, scooped up by Surrey Park, but the pressure of Mulgrave, they're not going to let them get any clear space to try and snap that one. It was Babil who was tackled. Mulgrave digging their heels in at the moment. They hold the lead, not trying to let one slip. It comes for a Surrey Park player. Bowers there again, scoops it up. Tackled, however, stolen from him. Mulholland got the handball away. It was a little bit wayward. So Oliver Dorashi had to turn tackler, and we'll have another ball up.
So we are about 20 metres out from the Surrey Park uprights, but that number will extend now as Mulgrave in the clearance. Just sitting in between 3 opposition players was Carter Dean, and he's more than happy to take the mark in the corridor. And we'll just slow the play down. Gives the handball off. Now they'll look long down the line. Another 3v1. They're just not kicking to advantage at the moment, the Lions. But maybe they want it more, as in pursuit is Andrews. Andrews does well. He's still chasing the footy. Might get it back now from Bartley. Couldn't quite do so. Surrey Park will look to bring it out. Here's Truscott. Truscott just decided to ride the tackle. Just got a fist to the footy, so play continues. Around it is Mulholland. Mulholland gets it off to a teammate in McKnight. McKnight one further. The Panthers through the corridor. Kick goes out wide in pursuit of Ten Harkle. Mats Ten Harkle, that is. He takes the mark. A chance to go quickly again. Zach Dunn's calling for the switch. He might go to him. Dunn can fly here, but excellently taken intercept mark there by Tarbolski. He's been good so far, Big Max. And he'll just look to take territory with the kick. We'll send it right back from where it came from. Flying another 2v1 contest to kick to, as well as they're doing to make a duel out of it, Jared. They're just not kicking to advantage.
I think what's happening is that the player with the ball wants to be aggressive, but Mulgrave aren't working forward in numbers enough.
And bursting away here is Andrews. Andrews goalward. There's a 1v1 duel in the goal square. Well spoiled over the top from the Surrey Park defender. And it's gone through for a rush behind. Sometimes I know it's easy to get caught up in the emotion of a grand final and to go quickly, but sometimes just need to take a breath, just settle it down, let your players get forward.
Absolutely. And Surrey Park have been working back defensively on the sort of like converse side of that. So it's made it to the wing already for Surrey Park. Oh, brilliant tackle. McNeil's gone, holding the ball. Wonderful stuff there by Tarkin Yaman. And his kick into the pocket is a brilliant one. He kept it low. And the mark has been taken for Mulgrave. They will go back and try and line up for their fourth goal. We've gone 10.5 minutes in this second quarter. The under-19s grand final here at Walker Reserve. And Mulgrave will line this one up. This will be reward for some of the contest work that's happened down the ground, and especially that tackle. So in comes Josh Woods for his second of the day. He's pushed it across the face. And Surrey Park let out just that little bit of a sigh of relief, Chris.
I'll tell you what, one player that's really threatening to break this game open at the moment is Mulgrave's number 8 in Noah Andrews.
Yeah.
Just when he gets that run through the middle, he's been excellent. And he's got that different gear to go and just really get through the middle and take players on. So the Panthers asked to retake this kick in. They'll do it now towards the near side wing. Plenty of bodies around and getting one hand to it was Tom Hunt. Couldn't come down with it though. It was a big ask in a pack of about 8 players. The umpire calls for the ball up on centre wing. So the rucks will go out of 2 relief rucks here in the moment. Oscar Clark was in there for the Panthers. He got it out. Now looking to get the kick. Missed it once was Cavey. Now went for it again. There's Clark. Oliver DeRoshi around it. They somehow get the footy out through Clark. Go forward now through Bibble. Bibble, 1v1 contest. Flying high and taking the mark was Oscar Knight. He did terrifically. Took 2 grabs at it. He's calming it down, but he had a few options forward of the footy. But if you're going to back yourself, you're going to back yourself, and fair enough. So the man on the mark's 40 out. Little to no angle here for Oscar Knight. He's kicked 17 goals in just the 8 games. So a bit higher than a tour game clip for the number 46. As he'll walk in, kick will come from 40 out, no angle, left foot. It was Sale that has the carry. The fans behind the goal line. The umpire doesn't move and it's through. Well, if you're going to tell your teammates you're not going to set them up, you've got to kick it yourself, and that's exactly what he's done. Oscar Knight makes it goal number 2 for the game and goal number 19 for the season.
Well, that evens things up again, doesn't it, Chris? That's a solid response from Surrey Park, not letting Mulgrave get away with a couple of shots at goal. It was a bit of a let-off there, that shot at goal by Josh Woods. That really could have put some scoreboard pressure on Surrey Park, but they've responded well, the Panthers. Back into play, good tap down by Clark, comes to ground, taken away by Bibil. It's made it to the wing, great turnover by Mulgrave. They'll go forward. It's a pretty open forward line. No mark taken, however. Who will be first to it? It's a 2-on-1. Panthers in the ascendancy. Oh, just toe poking it over the line. Errantly was Van Horst. And we'll get a ball in. So Mulgrave gained that territory. Here comes the ball up. Good hip and shoulder in there, but it's going to be locked up once again. Tawoski back into the ruck now. It's gone up against Lockie Harding. Ball still in dispute, and it's gone over the boundary line. So getting stuck in this pocket a little bit. Nearly 14 minutes gone in the second quarter. Mulgrave 3-5-23, Surrey Park 3-2-20. Bit of volleyball work. Nankaro tried to get to it, but beaten to it by McManus. McManus tackled by 2. Surrey Park not letting up the pressure and not letting up the flow as well as they played onto advantage. Tom Hunt presented really well, tried to take it from the back. However, representation on the deck was by Mulgrave. Surrey Park turned it over again. Oliver Duashi kicks it to centre half forward. Down went Ten Harkle, but Surrey Park will come up with the ball anyway. High up and under. Trying to slap it away, the Mulgrave defence. Oh, out the back. It's going to be a Surrey Park goal.
Well stepped.
Ten Harkle, Matt's Ten Harkle. He knew the ball was going to be handed over to him from that contest. Found himself in the goal line, stepped round his man, and slammed home Surrey Park's 4th, and the Panthers take the lead, Chris.
He almost looked like a rugby player. They had the man in front of him, just stepped right, took it left. Said, may I have this dance, and danced well. It was an excellent bit of individual work, and there's a reason he leads the league in goals so far this season. That's Ten Harkle. That makes it number 44. And Surrey Park take the lead for the first time today. So the Panthers showing why they've been so good in the grand finals. They can stand up through thick and thin, but now Dean's going to put pressure on them again. They'll have a chance to repel now, though, and they'll do so through Roy Sinclair. They go to the wing, go one further. The target was Nankaro. Footy bounced up awkwardly for him. Couldn't quite take it. Smothered kick in there. Around it is Thomas Fewings. Fewings wrapped up, holding the ball. Well pressured from the Panthers there. And now they'll look down the line. They have a few free. One of them is Nankaro. He takes the mark. They can choose to go quickly, but instead slow it down just a touch. Nankaro just dictating the tempo of this game. 3-5-23 plays 4-2-26. It's the Panthers by 3. Flying high was Carter Dean. Didn't come down with it though. Bibble was around it. He's been good so far today, the number 27. Now the Surrey Park Panthers can just take an intercept mark with Roy Sinclair, who in his own right down there in that back 6 has been very good so far, getting a fair bit of the footy. As he'll just look to return to sender. Pump one long, flying high, and coming down with a footy was Kai Van Soylen. What a grub that is, young man. Well played. As it goes down the wing, good body work, and there's Roy Sinclair takes the mark. So, I'll tell you what, if you had intercept mark stats, they'd be off the charts there. But that is one of the finer ones you'll see just before from Kai Van Soylen in the number 30s. Put the knee in his opponent's back and said, I'll take that, thank you. As now under the footy is Tom Hunt. Hunt yet to affect the scoreboard, but is getting a bit more of the footy. He's been more involved so far. As he goes forward into forward 45 out the back is a teammate. Got to answer. We couldn't come down it. Crunched in the tackle around it. Looking for a third. Socket through. Oscar Knight. Well, the footy just dropped out the back of the pack, and the question was asked, who wants it more? And Oscar Knight says, there's no chance, it's not going to me. He gets his 3rd of the day, and he's just popping up. I've only seen him have about 3 or 4 touches, but he's kicked a 3.
Yeah, wonderful stuff there. We've seen a bit of aerial prowess. We've seen a bit of soccer skills. They're doing it on the ground, out in the air today. That was an excellent passage of play. And Surrey Park, they got the reward, 5-2-32 to Mulgrave 3-5-23. We're in the shadows of half-time. Just 2.5 minutes left till the bell rings. Up we go again. Clark in the ruck for Surrey Park. It'll be, that's Oliver Dorashi to take it away onto the wing. Trying to dance around there. Surrey Park wasn't able to do so. Bibble takes the mark. Kick and a half from goal. Searching for options. Will Hunt present. Oh, wow, brilliant intercept mark taken by Van Soylen. Another good mark. He's good in the air, isn't he? And Surrey Park, it was a bit of a wayward kick. But Van Soylen will take it out of the defensive pocket for Mulgrave. Kick finds the wing. Little turn of pace there. That was good by Fewings. But his kick just didn't quite find touch. And Surrey Park will bring it back in through the last touch rule. Slowing it down a little bit now. High on to the wing. Oh, trying to join the air party. That was, I think, Fewings again. Wasn't able to do so. Gave away the unrealistic attempt free kick, and Surrey Park will continue to advance this down the line. Hunt is in this pack. Got hands to it. Wasn't able to bring it down, and Mulholland was wrapped up. So the play starting to happen on the outer side a little bit more. Taborski got the punch away. Forolich wasn't able to get to it. Was run over. And we'll have another ball up. Just a minute left in this first half of under-19s. A grand final action from Walker Park. Surrey Park versus Mulgrave. And I think we might just get a couple of repeat stoppages here. Good thump down, trying to escape the scrimmage, Surrey Park, but Mulgrave not letting them go anywhere. This quarter will end much how it started. Oh, trying to swing a fist at it. That was ambitious for the Mulgrave player. Ball up again. Tapped down by Clark. Ball still in dispute, more tackles come. And Mulgrave slowly, inch by inch, gaining a little bit of territory, but it won't be enough to see a final inside 50 for the quarter. And the halftime siren has blown. Mulgrave 3-5-23. They trail Surrey Park 5-32 in this under-19s grand final here from Walker Park. We will see you after this break.
Welcome back to the Division 2 under 19.5s season decider out here at Walker Park in what is turning out to be quite a nice day here. Beautiful conditions for footy. The scoreboard currently reads Mulgrave 3-5-23, now trailing Surrey Park 5-32 after it was Mulgrave that held a 2-point lead at quarter time, but an 11-point swing has seen the Panthers regain the lead here. We'll go through our goal kickers quickly before we start. Singles for Mulgrave to Josh Woods, Noah Andrews and Max Tyboski. And on the other side of things for Surrey Park, it is the 3 to Oscar Knight, and then singles to Mats ten Hakel and Lewis McNeil as the players are just getting ready to take their seats. It's been a good game so far, Joe, but not just that, there have been some really standout performances as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've really liked the game of Noah Andrews, as you mentioned. He was starting to work his way into the game. Oscar Bartlett, he did a couple of really good things in the early in the first quarter. It'll be interesting to see if Hunt or Ten Hakel can start to get up and about for Surrey Park as we're underway. Taborski, he's been good too. He got the first tap down. It looks like it's Oscar Clark going into the middle in the ruck duel for Surrey Park. So Hilton unsighted at the moment. We'll see if he's going to pop up anywhere else around the ground. Bibble trying to get the clearance, forcing it forward. Surrey Park, however, Taborski lays the tackle. The contest work early on by the Lions just to halt that run. Taborski with the reach, Bibble, however, with the shark, hands it to McKnight, who's been good too, tried to paddle it in front of himself, gaining territory into the pocket now, scooped it up again. It's Surrey Park around the ball here into the goal square. Mulgrave just lay hands on it first, however, tackle to ground. Top of the goal square will have a ball up. Mulgrave already on the defensive at the moment. Taborski got the tap wall, now hands it out, and it'll be Marakis with the exit kick for Mulgrave. Contest here at centre half back and thumping it forward. Now the Lions, good mark, yes, taken by Ivo ten Hakel. So the intercept came for Surrey Park. It was a dangerous kick. It just hung up a little bit in the air there for Zach Blacker. However, he was able to secure the mark, get it down the ground. Now Lewis McNeil, floating kick inside the forward line for Surrey Park, but Wall got back again to take the grab. Mitch Kenny was the outlet kick in the pocket, playing a bit of checkers now. Mulgrave up they go into this contest. Tackle, that was good by McNeil once again. Taborski not going anywhere through that. 2 minutes gone in this second quarter. Bit of a fast start. Sorry, doing the early attacking. Tap down, scooped up by Mulholland. He was tackled out of it. Taborski lays his boot into it. Bouncing ball, evaded everyone. Running onto it was Andrews. Managed to get the handball away, and Carter Dean seals the first goal for Mulgrave.
Oh, gee, what have we been saying? If there was anyone that was going to break this game open, it would be Noah Andrews. And we saw there, you just give him a bit of green grass ahead of him and he's more than willing to take it. So Mulgrave get the opener in this third term after 2.5 minutes played. 4-5-29 plays Surrey Park, 5-2-32. It's down to a 3-point deficit. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube stream. As this game has been really a spectacle so far. It's done justice, I think, the season and the competition that has been Division 2 under 19.5 so far. In 2025 is looking to burst away was Bauer. He had his shirt pulled. Bibble now for Surrey Park. Footy fell into the hands of Isaac McKnight. McKnight in the forward 45. It's 3v3 in there over the top. Got two hands, so we couldn't quite clunk it. Was the 3-goal man in Oscar McKnight. McKnight now looking for 4. Kicked it into his opponent. It was spoiled and out of bounds. So we'll have a ball up just inside the boundary line. The Panthers looking to respond here, restore their 2-kick lead. So Rucks will go at it, more or less cancel each other out. Handball got out wide. Now the Lions can burst through. They'll look to use the wing. It's a 1v1 contest there, and now help comes. And the intercept mark's taken by Rory Sinclair, who's been terrific in defensive 45 for the Panthers. And here's Oliver DeRoche, who's, since the first quarter, he's been playing a bit further up the field. I should say closer to the middle of the field. Oh, that's a spectacular take. That one to the catalogue from Mulgrave. They're flying high today. And he's come down a bit proppy, but Max Taborski That is some grub from the big man.
He's a bit hurt, yeah.
So an excellently taken mark there. And so we'll just chip it just off to the side. He looks all right. He'll run it off.
Yep.
As the Lions will look down the line, and now there's a pack forming. It was off the hands of Harding. Couldn't quite take it. Now gets the footy, sends it forward. Spares for Mulgrave. Came off the chest of Kirchner. Should have taken the mark, and there's a free kick off high contact. So the second effort rewarded there from Ben Kirchner, who looked to this near side wing. Shellbeck, the target, is not afraid at all to leap in the air. Looking to bring it out now is Mulholland for the Panthers. They go through Wyver. Now looking to get a forward. Vanderhorst turned tackler, but got his man just a little bit high. And it's hard to get a guy as tall as Tarboski high, but he's done that. So Tarboski now into the centre, gets it to another teammate in Dean. Dean looking for Wall. Footy just dropped the ball over Doroshi. Great use of his body. Now looking for the corridor again. Panthers fly for it. Drops into the waiting hands of Tom Hunt. Hunt can wheel and go now. Looks wide. Gets it to Babil. Babil's in the corridor. Has another few options early, but instead will look long. Looks to set up a teammate, and we just forwarded plenty of Mulgrave players down there. Had two spare. It was a 2v none. And Ben Kirchner takes the mark, and he goes straight away to Wall. Very well-tempoed, well-paced game that we've been treated to so far here, Jared. As Mulholland takes the intercept mark, that is the risk that you run when you go quickly, though. As Mulholland's on centre wing on the far side. Or just chip a kick to a teammate. Believe that's Tommy Oliver Doroshi in there. He has a leading option in Wyver. Instead of elected to go one further, looks for Cavey. Cavey snaps goalward. Michael over the top. He does. It's just a behind.
Must have been touched.
I was trying to figure out why only half of the Surrey Park faithful went up behind the goal, but it's because it was a behind. So, well, the scoreboard doesn't quite.
And the Panthers, they will either get a shot at goal here or maybe set it up. If he does take the shot at goal, Lockie Wyver, he'll be kicking it from around about 50 metres out.
Well, he's sprung to life this quarter, hasn't he, early on Lockie Wyver?
Yeah, he definitely has, starting to work his way into the contest. Going through his routine. Will that settle him on the big stage? Lockie Wyver, stutter step in, kick is on its way. Oh, just falls short, but front and centre, Bibble tries to break free. His snap was cut off immediately.
Gee, that's all off about 8 metres.
Yeah, by Tarkin Yaman, who was lucky there. Oh, got the kick to Wall, but it spilled out of his hands and over the boundary line in the pocket, so Surrey Park will get that stoppage anyway. That, yeah, that was a bit forgiving there by the umpire, but Mulgrave are able to hold it firm. Now, ball lost under a pack of players. We'll definitely get another stoppage from this, as we've gone 8.5 minutes in this second quarter, Chris. Third quarter, in fact.
So in the forward pocket, finally we have a score back up on the big scoreboard for Mulgrave. As the footy just hits the deck out of the rug contest. No big man was able to get to it. Knight dropping the hands and knees. It was Clark, I should say. And we'll have another ball up. So just about 9 minutes gone. It's the Panthers by 4, looking for 3 straight. Looking for 4 of the last 5. As the rucks will go at it. Looking to bring it out was the Surrey Park ruck. Couldn't quite do. Wall turns tackler for Mulgrave. And we're just deadlocked in that forward pocket. As gee, what a hoofing fist there out of the ruck contest. Got the ball all of about 25 metres away.
It spun like a torpedo.
It did. I almost thought somebody kicked it again. As we're on the far side wing, Mulgrave will just take any territory they can. Carter Dean's at the drop of the ball, got one hand to it. They're looking to bring it out through Frolich. Frolich goes again, now turns tackler. Umpire will call for a ball up. So a true centre wing on the far side. Mulgrave finally can breathe a bit after having to do a defensive work over quite a bit of a period of time there. But it might come straight back in as Mulholland's handball. Intercepted there by Sam Bauer. Bauer turns back on to his right, gets a handball over the top to Carter Dean. Dean looks for Andrews. Andrews stood under it, got 2 hands to it, couldn't quite take it. Great tackle in there, footy spilt loose, spoiled kick. Still a lot of ball to be won. But Bill, he's been good so far this term. As they look forward now through the corridor, 2v2 in the forward 45. So well done there from the Lions defender. Great pressure though as Yaman's handball was affected. It was that man that laid the tackle in Mats Ten Harkel. He couldn't take it cleanly now. They go back. The Lions have some numbers. It was in the hands of Oscar Bartlett, who can go quickly now as a free kick was paid. Bartlett at the back, gets it to Dean, I believe. Dean's got 2 hands to it, that'll be paid.
Nothing Harding could do.
No, unfortunately not. The kick from Bartlett was just too well weighted. And Carter Dean, for a big man, he works around the field very, very well. He's got quite the engine on him. And he has a chance to get his second of the quarter. So this will be Carter Dean, kicking from about 15 out. Little to no angle here. Should be all academic for here for the Lions to retake the lead. And they'll do just that. Carter Dean with number 2 for the grand final, number 15 on the season. Putting together a good third quarter performance himself. And Mulgrave hit the lead once more. 5-5-35 plays Surrey Park 5-3-33. It's 2 points the deficit here after 11.5 minutes.
Absolutely. Fantastic stuff by Mulgrave. Their stars are starting to shine through. I've liked Kierkener down back. He's done a couple of good things. Andrews definitely starting to work his way into the game. Carter Dean with a couple of goals. Taborski's always been good. And Bauer as well. He's worked his magic. Nankaro, however, from this contest had to turn tackler as Surrey Park were about to get forward. Mitch Kenny wrapped up. Surrey Park will be looking for a response now. Can they get some clear air to do it? Not this time. Having to tackle. Kenny was on the receiving end of that again. So getting first hands on it is Mitch Kenny, past a couple of contests for Mulgrave, of course. And goes Bauer again, spilt over. We'll have another ball up. We've gone just over 12 minutes now in this third quarter. Mulgrave now with a 2-point lead after being a couple of goals down. Taborski couldn't quite control it. Harding, Nankaro couldn't quite get the kick away either. The rolling maul will find its way back into the centre square. The whistle blows and the umpire says mine. Back up. So Hilton has resumed his ruck work. Nankaro got the clearance and the kick into the pocket. Tom Hunt presented well, tried to let it bounce in front of him. Spills towards the boundary line, taken high, or at least looked like he was. It was the Surrey Park forward. And it is Tom Hunt. I lost him in the contest there for a second. Knew he was there. Didn't realise it was him who was infringed upon, but he will be going for goal. So Tom Hunt, first of the day on offer. He's a prolific goal kicker, just pushed it across the face of goal. However, Mulgrave to try and sweep it away, but it looks like the umpire's picked something out.
Paid the mark.
Oh, he paid the mark.
Ooh.
So it didn't look like it from here, and it's Oscar Knight to line up for his fourth. Big goal on offer for Surrey Park. This will put them back in front. 4 points the lead, and the Panthers respond. And Oscar Knight is playing one hell of a grand final, Chris.
That's exactly right. He's got 4 goals to his name now, and when it comes to full time and we have to pick who's best on, his name is certainly one that's going to come up in discussions, as Mulgrave will feel a bit hard done by there with the mark being paid, but it's happened now. It's all about how you respond. You can't dwell on things like these on big stages like the grand final. So now the question's been asked of the Lions. It's 5-5-35 to 6-3-39. Surrey Park 4 points to the good. So we've played 14 in this third term. I believe second half we have time on. That's right, isn't it, Jared?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
The Rucks will go at it. Here's Hilton back in there for the Panthers. Gets a handball out just. Now Carter Dean gets out the back, though. Gives it off to Ware Drakeford. Inside forward 45. There's a lead-up option in Taborski. And Max Taborski takes the mark. Well, they're getting the most out of these tall players that really have covered an impressive amount of ground so far in this game. They work on both sides of the footy, and they work in tandem as well. So here's Max Taborski. He already has one that he kicked in the first term. It's only his 8th game. He's got 12 goals as it stands. Looking for number 13. He's on a 45-degree angle, 45 out, and it comes off the instep. That's out of bounds on the full. So not the result he would have liked, but Surrey Park will have a chance to bring this one back in. So we can see just below some of the Surrey Park reserves getting ready to warm up. Of course, we'll have the reserves grand final straight after this one. Surrey Park take on Croydon is flying for it, getting two hands. It was Cutto, couldn't quite come down with a footy though. Around it was Zach Dunn. Now it's sent forward by Fewings, looking for Dean. Came off his hands. He's Millard, wrapped up in a tackle. High contact. And Millard, he's on high alert. It doesn't actually look like he's kicking for goal. He was looking for a teammate to set up, but the Surrey Park defence are privy to it. So he'll kick from about 20 out. Quite a sharp angle. He's actually over the boundary line for this one, but it will favour a right footer. Here's Cooper Millard on the right. Kicker looks good. Is it going to come back enough? That's a behind, not quite. Just a bit too skinny there, just. Fine margins as the lead now at 3 points as Rory Sinclair will bring the footy back into play.
Such a back and forth game, Chris.
It is, and it's made for a great watch. Sinclair just hoops it with the right boot, looking to take some territory. And something's been called, I'm not quite sure what.
25.
25?
Maybe a man on the mark infringement or a down the...
Out of the goal square?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could have been he went into the goal, so I'm not sure. It looked like Sinclair played it. Whatever it is, though, Sinclair's got to have a second go at it. And he'll look to the near side wing. Dean jumped before he knew where the footy was. Well taken mark there by Tom Hunt. Good news is for the Panthers, they're in front, and they have players like Tom Hunt, not at his best yet. Sells a bit of candy, went right, took it left, now sends it inside forward 45. Plenty of players flying for it in the pack. Reeling away with the footies, Mulgrave. Mulgrave just a high kick, will come down with snow on it, well spoiled there. Now the Panthers did a bit of work to do. Oliver DeRoche couldn't quite get boot to ball. It's going to come out of the pack, thrown on the boot. Spoiled, thrown on the boot once more. Goal with Michael all the way, but it's out from behind. So 4 points the margin as we're looking at our last 2.5 minutes of regular time here in the third term.
Absolutely. I'm looking at this game as one of the more entertaining of the pre-grand final games that I've ever witnessed, to be honest. Thumping it out of defencer Mulgrave. Harding will set himself. Over the top comes Carter Dean, being very good this quarter. However, stealing it, Isaac McKnight, top of the goal square. Oh, no mark taken by Matson Harkle. Just lets it spill over the line, and Surrey Park edge another point in front. They move to 6-5-41. Mulgrave 5-6-36. It could come down to who takes their chances in the upcoming final quarter. Steps around a man, did the Mulgrave defender with the kick in. Onto the wing, spills out the back. Fewings trying to run onto it, overrun it. Has to go the second effort. Tackle laid by Mulgrave, but the Panther didn't have the ball. So I think that was Cooper Millard out there who infringed. Looking for the corridor. That's a very dangerous kick. Bibble's going to have to be good. Harding or Nankaro crashes in. Mulgrave win the contest. Send it forward. Out in front of Andrews. Bounces free into the Surrey Park's hands. And I thought the whistle had gone. It hadn't. Still the pressure continues. Surrey Park hanging on for grim death. And over the boundary line. Surrey Park defence just feeling the strain a little bit in the last 10 minutes of this quarter. Kick out of the scrimmage by the Lions. Brilliantly read, though, by that's Lockie Harding. He wants to move it quickly onto the wing. Contest won once more by Mulgrave. Sending it forward is Kato into the pocket, and the mark's been taken. And a shot at goal is coming up for the Lions. It's going to have to be brought back behind it. Back onto his line. Here is Isaiah Shellback. So, where is he looking for this one? Does he look to set it up, or did he try to go the outside of the left? Interesting kick for goal, and he kept it left. Mulgrave inch a little bit closer. 5-7-37. Surrey Park 6-5-41, and we're in time on now.
So it will be Rory Sinclair to bring this one back out. Plays on, sends it forward. Platforms underneath the footy. Still footy to be won here as Knight looks to bring it out. And Mulgrave repelled through number 12 in Kenny. Kenny gets it inside forward 45. Well taken mark over the top there by Ivo Ten Harkle. Stood tall out the back. So he's taking his time and will now look to the far side wing. Flying highest there was Josh Bell. Didn't quite come down with it though, despite getting two hands to it. So we'll have a ball up just inside the boundary line. It's the Panthers by 4. It's been a back and forth third term, which is made for great viewing. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube stream. Oh, there's a bit of afters in that tackle. It was a dumping tackle. That'll be a yellow card. He knows it as well, Josh Bell. He knew straight away. He was frustrated with himself. But he'll be given his marching orders. And late on in the third term as well. So we'll probably see him at about the 13 or 14 minute mark in the last quarter. Surrey Park will be down a rotation now. So interesting to see whether that changes Mulgrave's approach. They have been going quite quickly the whole game though. So I doubt it will. But now Mulgrave will look inside 45. Plenty of bodies under it. Couple high flies now wrapped up in a tackle. So we'll have a ball up.
Max Addison, haven't called his name all that much, but he saw his chance there, started sprinting towards that contest and then completely whiffed. With
24 goals in the season as well. He's not a much quieter one than he would have liked. As Dunn has the footy, fended off, footy came loose. Umpire says play on. Andrews probably hard done by to not get a hold in the ball call there. As the umpire balls it up, Rucks will go at it. Volleyed out again from Tarboski. He's gone again. I quite like this approach. As Addison's around it once more, looking to bring it out now is Fewings. He got held and pinned, and it's holding the ball.
Seems to be the time of the quarter, isn't it? Like, whenever Tarboski notices that there's only a couple minutes left in the quarter, he's like, I'm going to take this rock contest with my foot.
Just send the laces into it. I don't mind it. It's a bit of chaos ball.
Yeah.
So now the Panthers electing to keep the footy. We've gone 22-45. Roy Sinclair now in his defensive square. Will just chip one out wide to a teammate in Zach Blacker. Blacker just sends one down the line. Got it to a teammate in Harding. And there's the three-quarter time siren. So after the so-called premiership quarter, we have 3 in the books. 1 to go. It's Mulgrave 5-7-37 to Surrey Park 6-5-41. 4 points to the good are the Surrey Park Panthers as they chase 3 straight. And Mulgrave looking to avenge last season's final shortcomings after an undefeated regular season. So we'll take through the goal cues before we go to our final break. It's 2 for Carter Dean for Mulgrave, and then singles to Josh Woods, Noah Andrews and Max Tarboski. And on the other side of things for Surrey Park, it's the 4 to Oscar McKnight. And then singles to Matt Ten Harkle and Lewis McNeil. So we'll go to our final break. We'll be back to bring the last quarter of action, not only this game, but in our Division 2 under 19.5s season. It is the Surrey Park Panthers by 4. So a lot of noise coming from the three-quarter time huddles as we are ready to bring you our final term of action in this.
And a lot of noise from the speakers.
In this Division 2 under 19.5's season decider. It's Mulgrave 5-7-37. Now trailing Surrey Park 6-5-41. It was the Panthers 9 points to the good at halftime, but their lead has been reduced to 5, reduced by 5 to 4, I should say. So just waiting for the last patrons to get off. And you can't blame them for wanting to take up some time out here at Walker Park. It is dubbed the MCG of the East for a reason. Lovely playing surface we've got. So we've got the last quarter of action in this under 19.5's grand final ahead. Following that, we will have our reserves grand final for Division 2 between Croydon and Surrey Park. And then, of course, with pre-game coverage starting at 1:15 and the opening bounce at 2:20, we will have our seniors grand final between Templestowe and Wantirna South. But for now, it's all focus on the last quarter of the under 19's 0.5 grand final. It's the Panthers by 4 to bring us in for the last term of the season in this competition. It will be Jared Beanland.
Surrey Park have definitely seemed to prefer Oscar Clark in the ruck against Tawoski for this second half. Hilton was the man who started on him. As might still be a couple of patrons on the field. Yeah, the gate's not been shut yet. So Surrey Park, they're aiming to go back to back with this one. As you mentioned, Chris, Mulgrave, they're looking to right the wrongs of last year, their 2024 season. Cut short as the final quarter of the under-19's Division 2 grand final is underway with a free kick block, and the recipient of that will be Tawoski. He's been excellent today, the big Mulgrave ruckman. And that is a fantastic kick, just spilled through the hands of Millard. Surrey Park trying to get first hands on it in that contest. Good pressure, Mulgrave forced it over the line. We'll go back up into the ruck. Surrey Park get the tap down this time through Harding, and now escape the front of the clearance. Looked for the handball option, but decided he'd best go long. Mulgrave, they have numbers back there. Sharing it around was Kirkner. His handball missed the target. Ripped down in the tackle was Maracas. Ball spilt free. Trying to gain territory out of there is Mulgrave. Desperate stuff in defence, and they're able to force the stoppage. Surrey Park with their first foray forward for the final quarter, of course. Just rebounded. Surrey Park will get the clearance. Cut short, however, by Bartlett. Tackle laid, and that's stuck. We'll have another ball up. Even clearance battle throughout the day. Mulgrave will get this one. I think they've just had the ascendancy thus far. He took too long, did Mitchell Kenny, holding the ball. And Surrey Park will get the first opportunity in the final quarter to put a score on the board. He thought he had more time, and that should be a reversal, I think. Mitch Kenny, he got smacked to ground by the Surrey Park man, but umpire said no, nothing doing. Play on has been called. Hot spot. Oh, Tom Hunt nearly went up and took a big one. Bibble tried to get the handball away. Tawoski did what he's been, yeah, a spike. Sorry, not a spike, a set.
A set, a dig, one of those, I don't know.
A dig, yeah, something like that.
Right.
That's not the sport that I call. But free kick's been won in Mulgrave's defence, and they've just been digging their heels in, haven't they? Surrey Park have nearly broken through for their first goal. Kick came onto the wing. Mulgrave escaped the clearance. Tawoski took the mark. It was an interesting lateral kick, a little bit backwards, but it was into safe hands. Froelich couldn't take the mark, did take the mark, according to the umpire. And he's going to send Mulgrave forward into the pocket. It's all Surrey Park back there, but it just slipped out the back. Noah Andrews was there, and I think he's a bit stiff, isn't he?
To be fair, the umpire was, I don't think, could have been on a worse angle. No fault of his own, but he just couldn't have seen because Noah Andrews' back was turned.
So Surrey Park tried to get the clearance, and it's out in the full. Oh, that's very unlucky. It sort of just skewed off the boot of a man who didn't even have the footy. So free kick will go to Surrey Park.
So it'd be Brody Vanderhorst to bring us back into play. He'll go onto the right boot. He didn't quite catch the part of the footy that he wanted to. It's mark taken by the big man there in Max Tarboski. He's been excellent today so far for Mulgrave. He'll assess his options. He will just pump this one long. Deep in a forward 45. Couple flyers. Footy came down to Harding. They get it over the top now to Hunt. Hunt will dart inside, go rip through the tackle, and Frolich wins the free kick. Tried to step in between two of them and just couldn't get it done. So this will be big. The first goal in this term was always going to be massive. And now the chance falls to Cam Frolich. Has 20 goals in the season so far. He's been in the best 7 times. He's been a bit quieter today, but goal number 21 would be just about the most important of the season so far for him. He's on about a 40-degree angle. From 40 out. Frolich kick starts right. Does it come back? What's the goal umpire going to say? Yes, it does. Just snuck it through. I thought it might have gone over the goalpost for a second, but it's there. And Mulgrave retake the lead.
Wow, how about this, Chris? This is a massive final quarter, expected to be back and forth. I wonder how many more lead changes we're going to get this game.
Well, that's exactly right. And now, you know, with Mulgrave back in front, makes that yellow card for Surrey Park all the more hurtful.
That's a good
all the more damaging. They are down to rotation for probably another 8 minutes or so.
Something like that. It's Josh Bell as well for Surrey Park, if you've just joined us, who copped that yellow card. Back into the middle, Taboski, he's gaining control in that ruck contest. Wall couldn't quite take it. Good follow-up work by Bauer, slams it inside forward 50 for Mulgrave. Forlick again, just kicked that goal, spilt out of his hands. And Surrey Park, they find the outside man in Harding, and he was wrapped up, holding the ball. And Thomas Fewings has played that really well. He was hot on that contest. And now, spearing ball into the pocket, turned it right over. Darcy Mulholland takes the intercept mark.
Well, it's just become just a bit too casual in the defensive 45 for Surrey now. That just the sense of urgency's gone out of their game.
Oh, that's a big hit by Wall. Zach Dunn felt that. All's fair though. Kicks it onto the wing. That was a very nice kick. Just put it straight to the advantage of Bibble. And he'll send it to centre half forward. It was all Mulgrave, however, spilt off hands. Tackle laid. I didn't think the player had the ball, but the umpire was completely blindsided. It was Tom Hunt who copped that tackle, having to work his way up the ground to earn a crust, a little bit more than usual, you would think. Well done in the contest by Clark to just get it out. Bouncing ball towards the top of the goal square. Hooked kick. Surrey Park, they get the response. Beautiful stuff there, and I believe it's Oscar Knight for his 5th.
Well, he can do no wrong, hey Jared. It's the ultimate opportunistic moment, I should say. You know, the footy just took an awkward bounce off Nankaro's kick, really looped up. It allowed the ball to get to him, and it's more or less with his back to goal. He just threw it on the left boot, and you know, when you've got 4 goals, things are certainly going your way. So I want to try luck for a 5th, and he's kicked the bag at this stage. So a massive goal to get Surrey Park back in front as they're faithful are loving it behind those uprights. As the rucks will go out, it's Tarboski who wins the hit out, immediately set upon though. As Mulholland lays the tackle.
You got to say, 5 goals in a grand final. The man would love the big stage.
That's exactly right. Big game players who've now found out. It takes him to 22 goals through 9 games as footy sent forward. Oh, it was off hands. Footy stopped to Nankaro. Nankaro to extend the lead. He's done it. Well, that's not one that the Mulgrave defence will want to see back. They had more than a good opportunity to take the intercept mark. And Charlie Nankaro saw the footy drop in front of him and just thought, well, if it's there, I may as well take it. And waltzes free and kicks the second in about what was it, the last 20 seconds? So
Absolutely.
all of a sudden now it's the Panthers out to a 10-point lead as we're 8 gone in this final term.
Suddenly, Surrey Park looking irresistible. Those past couple of plays. Mulgrave, they're going to have to really dig their heels in now from the clearance. First use given by Taborski, and also free kick given to, not Taborski, in fact, this is, I believe, I couldn't tell you who it was, but they got tackled. It was Bauer, was able to get it away, and the mark's been taken down the ground. Fewings, Thomas Fewings, I think he's had a shot from exactly this spot earlier in the quarter. No, that was Forolich, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So Tom Fewings will try and peg the lead back for Mulgrave. He had options running around for him, but he's going to come in. Oh, it's a good-looking kick, just edges out to the left, however, and the one behind. So Tom Fewings wasn't able to get his 4th goal for the season on the board, and Surrey Park will bring it back in. It's been cut down now to a 9-point margin. 9.5 minutes gone in this final quarter. Surrey Park will bring it back in. Contest on the wing. Mulgrave had the flyers. Your man wasn't there. Didn't take the mark, and Bauer ended up in the contest. Another ball up. Oscar Clark versus Max Taborski. Bouncing ball. Bibble wrapped up. And the tug of war continues. Taborski gets the jab out in front of Bauer, tries to slip around the tackle, wasn't able to do so. Surrey Park really putting the pressure on now. McKnight got the handball out, but still in dispute. Taborski tried to receive it, wasn't able to do so. Surrey Park with the numbers. Bibble had it stolen though from by Van Soylen. Inside forward 50 for Mulgrave. Surrey Park trying to defend, but good forward pressure by the Lions as the tackle was laid. Ruck contest. Tap goes to centre half forward for Mulgrave, and the kick just found space. No one really there to take it. And the last touch rule comes into play, and Zach Dunn will take us away.
So 9 points the margin. Dunn will bring it back into play and get us back underway as there's a big pack forming under it. Taborski got 2 hands, so he couldn't quite come down with a footy. However, so a lot of work to be doing. Spinning out of there was Mulholland. He did terrifically. Gets the kick off. His target was Ten Harkle. Couldn't quite take the mark. Clark set upon immediately, but got the handball out. Just got with the ball with Zach Dunn. Now with a chance for Van Soylen to go forward. Finds a teammate leading. I've got one hand to it. I believe it's Carter Dean in there. And he just takes the footy over the boundary line.
Oh, bit of feeling that by Carter Dean.
So the Rucks will go at it once more. Clark wins this one. Just got rid of Taborski and sent it forward only as far as Mitch Kenny, though. Kenny just chips one up to Taborski, though. He can take the mark. Now just assess his options. Geez, a long way off his line. I'm sure he'll be tired to play on here soon.
Surely.
As he just sends one into forward 45, looking to set up a teammate. Panthers defense got 2 hands to it now to Roy Sinclair. Sinclair gets it wide. Nankaro gets it to Dunn. Well channeled kick. So the Panthers defense just finding a bit of composure now, which is what they need. Dunn willing to slow the game down now. Puck forming under it. True centre wing. Taborski got 2 hands to it. Fell into Clark. There's maybe a few sore bodies at the bottom of that pack as everything's tightly contested here. The Bucks will go at it once more. It's Clark winning again. He's been good so far in this 4th quarter. Got a handball off, just gave it to Cavey. Now Mitch Kenny's been good in defence. Dropped the footy through the tackle though. Now turns tackle. The umpire will call for it.
Got to call out the game of Mohammed Fazal. Haven't really caught his name much, but he's the man playing on Tom Hunt.
So footy's hit the deck. Clark was around it. Dunn will bring it out. Just about got a handball off. Handball it only as far as Max Tarboski though. Tarboski inside forward 45. We just dropped short. Good pressure there from Frolich. Here's his side, a boundary thrown or a ball up just inside the boundary line, I should say. So Surrey Park won't mind these repeat stoppages, but you'd feel it. Only 9 points and only 13 gone on the scoreboard. It's a bit too early to start to shut up shop. Here's Tarboski. He's been immense so far, the big man. Takes the intercept mark on centre wing. Now directs traffic. Not a lot of movement forward of the footy for Mulgrave though. As his kick will drop short, it was just punched there at the back of the pack by Maracas, and the umpire will call for it once more. So Mulgrave eager to get the ball back to the umpire and go as quickly as they can. They understand the situation that they're in at the moment. Zach Dunn gets it forward. Pack forming under it. Well, good body work from Matt Stenharkle there to make a contest of it. Kirshner's handball, they're linking up now through hands. They need to get it out though as it's in Maracas' hands and he's roughed up immediately. Well done, Bibble, to lock the footy in. The Mulgrave understand where they're at. Surrey Park understand where they're at too. They're at looking for their three-peat, looking for their fourth in their last 5 years in this under 19.5s competition.
A couple of Mulgrave half-forwards pushing up to the contest, giving as much space to their deeper forwards as possible.
Just punched forward by Tarboski. It falls to Andrews. Andrews goes backwards so that Millard can go forwards. It's inside forward 45, standing under it. And copping a bit of a late one. Taking the intercept mark there in defence was Tom Mans.
Where Drakeford feeling a bit of frustration there. Probably lucky not to give away the 25. Onto the wing we go. Oh, good hands, but not quite. Stenharkle falls to ground. Away goes your man. High ball inside forward. 50 for Mulgrave. Snap around the body by Bartlett's going to fall short. Presenting well was the Mulgrave full forward. And tackles laid. Good forward line pressure by the Lions. They'll lock it in. Give themselves every opportunity to try and peg a goal back. They're 9 points down. Trying to send it over the boundary line was the Surrey Park ruckman, and he did that successfully. He'll get another stoppage and leak some more time off the clock. Back up they go. Surrey Park first to it. Sky the ball. Outside of defence. Contest now on the wing. No clear possession. As Stenharkle ran out of room right in front of Surrey Park's dugout. We'll have another stoppage. This is a good look for the Panthers just to lock it up. But as you said, Chris, maybe not quite time to shut up shop. I'm sure the Mulgrave, especially their talls, will have something to say about it. So that was Nancaro with the handball out, fed it out to Hilton. Wrapped up again. Tarboski tried to take a swing at it, going purely for territory as Tarboski, but only a glancing blow. So we'll get another stoppage. Bauer is prowling round this clearance. Tarboski's punch went further than that, but right into the hands of Stenharkle. His kick was a high and long one into the centre of the ground. The race is on. Who's going to be first to it? They all overrun it and whiff with the flying shot at it. Tackled to ground was that man who tried to kick it off the deck. Surrey Park fighting hard for it here, trying to find a little bit of space. Mulgrave locking it up this time, and it's their turn to be on the defence and try and put pressure on the ball. They lock it up inside Surrey Park's forward line. Here's an opportunity. Tarboski slams it forward, straight down the throat of Nancaro. Top of the goal square for Surrey Park. Oh, nearly steaming through was Bibble. Didn't quite do so. Oh, the deck. John Hunt gets his flag for the grand final. And it might be the most important one. Out of nothing, Thomas Hunt. And that's going to make things very difficult for the Lions.
Gee, talk about a fox in the box. Just as it looked like Bibble just couldn't quite keep his feet. The opportunity had gone. There's Tom Hunt reeling through on the right boot, just slotted it home off the deck. That was terrific work there from the man.
He was going to get one today by hook or by crook.
Well, that makes it 39 on the season as plays back underway. The Panthers' defence will repel through Vanderhorst. Cheap kick. Wall's going to make a contest of it. He's got a lot of work to do, though. He's outnumbered 2-1. Footy wouldn't quite sit up from around his more hole, and he just turns to use the body. And, you know, at the moment, you feel like although Surrey Park taking those chances, they've just been cleaner going inside forward 5. There's too many players at the moment for Mulgrave who have been their goal kickers throughout the season that haven't had an impact on this game. There's another stoppage there. Max Addison, 24 in the season, hasn't kicked one. Where Drake for 25 in the season hasn't kicked one.
Well held, both of them.
Surrey Park Panthers defence done very well. That's a high tackle there from Hilton. Oscar Bartlett as well, just hasn't been able to get a stranglehold in this game like we've seen him done in previous fixtures, as Bauer's kick will fall short. It's asking a lot now of his teammate in Ed Beck. The Panthers will look to bring it out, though. They get it to McKnight. McKnight gives it back to the man that gave it to him. Waiting up and taking the mark is Matt's Ten Harkle. He says, just calm it down, fellas. There's 19 on the clock. They're 15 of the good. They can sense number 3, Jared. They've already got a spot lined up for it as they look in a forward 50. Oliver Device, she's out the back of it. Mark taken well by Mitch Kenny. He stood up well in the Lions' defence. Look into the corridor.
That's what you got to do.
They'll have to go. They'll have to take the game on now. Holding free kick will go the way of the Panthers. They'll take as much time off the clock as they can here. They've done the hard work. They've been questioned so far today. And they're up 15 as we clock into 19 and a half gone. Here's McKnight, who just look to set someone up. Can Knight get his sick in there? It's going to bobble. The Panthers have been dangerous in these situations. Looking to bring it out was Bartlett. They get it deep now and they take the mark on the edge of defensive 45.
The forwards have worked too far up the ground. There's no one in forward 50 for Mulgrave. They're going to have to get someone back if they're able to transition, but the tackle was laid anyway. So ball up in the middle of the ground. Whistle goes. And we'll see what's happening here. It looks like a free kick to Mulgrave. They'll send her forward. That was through Addison. Into the pocket, Surrey Park. They'll be able to defend this one if the track record is stuck to. Ball up. Mulgrave, they've got a lot of work to do in very little time. 3 goals they'll need to find if they're to lay hands on the Premiership Cup. The kick was smothered off the boot of Blacker. Flying shot at goal by Mulgrave. Just the one behind, and Surrey Park, they're going to be able to control the ball from here. 21 minutes gone. Under-19s grand final action. Surrey Park, they've had a fantastic final quarter. Kicked it onto the wing. Offhand it was and over the boundary line. And the Panthers, they're going to like the look of this. They were only up by 4 points at 3/4 time. Mulgrave have kicked a goal this quarter as well. So they've done a lot of work to get this lead to such a comfortable spot. Oh, Mitch Kenny, brilliant intercept mark taken. He's been fantastic today down back for Mulgrave. But it may not be enough to get his team over the line. He goes the corridor kick as he knows they need to do. Surrey Park will win the contest. They were tackled, however. The last fight of the Lions on display at the moment. Taking it away out of the contest was Mulgrave, however. Floating ball, nearly taken though. Taborski, he got it down. This is Forolik. He sends it goalward, but it just goes to the right. And these last little opportunities for Mulgrave are not going their way, Chris.
No, they're just not, and looks like they're going to fall short, unfortunately, for a second straight season. They made it a step further this year, but looks like it's not to be, barring the miraculous as well takes a mark. And there's the siren. It's somebody
Oh, we're from Surrey Park. The mighty Panthers, we're from Surrey Park. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and chin. We'll fight and fight for the black and white, for the Panthers always win. No, we're from Surrey Park. We never weaken till the final siren's gone.
Questions and answers multiple times by Mulgrave.
We're strong as the gold, oh, we're from Surrey. We're black and we're white, oh, we're from Surrey Park.
Such a strong under-19s program that they have. The work that they put into it, the work that they put into the juniors, the work that they put into all their players from a foundational level. Well, it gets vindicated on days like this, doesn't it?
That's exactly right, and they've been, I'd say, easily the strongest junior outfit in this division. Probably the strongest junior outfit in the Eastern Football Netball League. You've not seen one club still out there, juniors and their reserves, and well, not quite reserves, but even just juniors, and especially the under-19s be so outstanding in across all levels in what they produce, and they're deserving to win minor premiers. Now they're major premiers as well. We'll take you through our goal kickers. From Mulgrave, it wasn't meant to be, but it was 2 for Carter Dean, singles to Josh Woods, Noah Andrews, Cam Frolich, and Max Tarboski. I'll tell you what, a few massive contributors, a couple Lions that can hold their heads high in Max Tarboski, Thomas Fewings, and Mitchell Kenny. But for the victors, the premiers for Surrey Park, it was a 5-goal haul for Oscar Knight in wearing the number 46. And then singles to Lewis McNeil, Tom Hunt, Charlie Nankaro, and Matt Ten Harkle. Like we said, they were questioned multiple times throughout this game. They were up against it. Their defence stood tall. They built off the back of that. And they are deserved premiers. So as we get ready for our post-match proceedings, we're just about ready to sign off from us too. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube streams for the Under 19.5s Division 2 Grand Final. Stay tuned. We'll shortly start the Division 2 Reserves Grand Final between Croydon and Surrey Park. And then, of course, for the Senior Grand Final between Templestowe and Wantirna South, will be on YouTube, Facebook and Radio East at 98.1 FM. That's the opening bounce at 2:20. Pre-match coverage starting at 1:15, of course. But for now, it's been a terrific game to call, especially alongside you, Jared Beelan. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much, Chris. It was a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And, well, congratulations to Surrey Park, commiserations to Mulgrave. They both put on a fantastic display of footy today.
So in the end, it's Surrey Park, 3 straight, 4 of the last 5, this time by 13 points. It's the Panthers on top once more.
fine.
Welcome to the 2025 Division 2 Under 19.5s Grand Final presentations. We'll start with the commiserations to Mulgrave. Fantastic achievement to get here to Grand Final day. And a big congratulations to Surrey Park Division 2 premiers in the Under 19.5s. I'd like to start by welcoming up to the stage the Deputy Chair of the EFNL Board, Kevin Smith, to present today's medallions. We'll start with the Best On Ground medal from Surrey Park, number 46, Oscar Knight. And now for the Premiership medallions. Starting with number 3, Zach Dunn. Number 6, Mats Ten Harkel. Number 8, Charlie Nancaro. Number 9, Isaac McKnight. Number 11, Cody Mulholland. Number 12, Joshua Bell. Number 13, Brodie Vanderhorst. Number 14, Lockie Harding. Number 15, Zach Blacker. Number 17, James Cavey. Number 19, Lockie Wyver. Number 22, Tommy Oliver DeRorshi. Number 23, Tom Hunt. Number 24, Ivo Ten Harkel. Number 25, Miles Hilton. Number 29, Tom Mans. Number 27, Noah Bibele. Number 44, Oscar Clark. Number 46, Oscar Knight. Number 67, Fraser Truscott. Number 70, Lewis McNeil. Number 78, Max Newdick. The team manager, Ellen Dunn. The trainer, Will O'Neill. The runner, George Papadopoulos. The assistant coach, Peter Clay. And assistant coach, Jack McLaren. And now welcoming to the stage, Premiership co-captain, Darcy Mulholland, number 4. And Premiership co-captain, number 21, Rory Sinclair. And welcoming to the stage, Premiership coach, Manny De Bono.
First of all, Tommy Wilson, where are you? Come here. Okay, thank you. As you can see, that one was a special one. Tommy has been a big part of the side up until the first final when he damaged his shoulder. First of all, to Mulgrave, Josh, thanks very much. Great game. You know, I think you come to grand finals, not really sure what to expect, but I think anyone who was watching it saw football at its best today. It was hard, it was tough, but it was fair. And luckily we came out at the other end. So to the Mulgrave Football Club, well done and commiserations, but thanks for the great day. To the Black and White Army, thank you. We spoke about it before the game. It wasn't about individuals, it was about for all the people that have come before us at Surrey, that have built this football club from the days when they used to get their backsides walloped, to a club now that it's respected. And it's because of the hard work that goes on in the background. This one's for you guys. Thank you.
And now to present the Premiership Cup, Kevin Smith, to Surrey Park Premiers for 2025 in the under 19.5 Division 2.
Like a packer of gold, we're strong and we're bold, oh, we're from Surrey. We're black and we're white, oh, we're from Surrey Park. Surrey Park. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and chin. We'll fight and fight for the black and white, for the Panthers always win. But we're from Surrey Park. We never weaken till the final sirens come. Like the Panther of old, we're strong and we're